Welcome to our video to help you set up your classes for the new year. There are several approaches to updating class lists, but we have found it effective to create new holding classes where you move all students and then update the class names, then move students back to their new classes for the year. To create a holding class, click on Add Class and label it appropriately. You can have one holding class for the whole school, or for big schools you may want to have one holding class for each syndicate. To move students to the temporary class, click on the class name, select all students, then the Move Class icon, and select the temporary class you have created. Now update your class names. Include teacher names in the class names even if it is a hub with more than one teacher. This helps with monitoring students. If you have a composite class, it is important to select No Year Group Set so both levels show up in the one class. To move students, select individual students or several students at a time, or an entire class with the select box at the top. Then click the Move Class icon to move them into their new class. Archive any students who are left. Their data will remain there until they are deleted. Delete the temporary holding class when all students have been moved to their new classes. If you have students in the archive from previous years and you don't require their data, then delete the students in the archive class. If you wish to do a bulk upload of students, then download the students.csv template first and use this to populate your information. For schools who have already had some students using MathsWiz, this population step needs to be done very carefully and only include students new to MathsWiz. If a student that already has an existing Wiz account is included in the upload, then a duplicate account will be created for the student. That is, the student will have two accounts with different usernames and passwords. This will also use up 2 of your subscriptions. If duplicate accounts are created, then they can be deleted relatively easily. However, it is always best to get it right at the beginning to save time later. When creating and populating the spreadsheet, pay particular attention to the date of birth field. All dates of birth will need to be in the same format, as you will be asked to specify this in the next step. You can elect to enter existing or preferred passwords for your students, but feel free to leave this column blank if you wish. MathsWiz will automatically assign passwords where these fields are empty. Passwords should be kept simple and in lowercase characters to facilitate logging in, especially for younger students. When assigning class names, including a teacher name often makes monitoring and tracking of student progress easier. Also, if you have composite classes, put NA for year group so all students are assigned to the one class. Student usernames are created from the student's first name and first initial of their last name. For students with rather long names, you may wish to abbreviate them during the initial data upload and account creation. You can always go back in and change them at a later date. Instead of a hyphenated first name, just using an initial creates a much simpler username. Once complete, save your spreadsheet as a CSV file, and then locate it and upload it via the area at the bottom of the Upload Students page. If for some reason you get an error message during this stage of the upload process and you're not sure why, don't hesitate to contact us at info@ilearn.co.nz.